Why? Why did I create Becoming Obsessed? And what does becoming obsessed even mean? A lot of times people talk about having a mission statement and a vision and knowing your why. And I talk about that too. But it's a lot easier said than done. And I'll blame it on my ADHD, but my why is always changing, not dramatically, and it doesn't necessarily change the direction, but the perspective changes constantly, daily. I think I have it. I try and keep it. I forget it. I'm trying to figure out, do I need to just write it all on a wall? Do I need one journal that's just like, this is what you need to remember? But today, here's my why. Here's why becoming obsessed is so important. I want more people to live a life they actually like. It's seriously that simple. I want to live a life that I like. And I could do that behind closed doors, quietly, by myself, like with my friends and family and my people. So why am I putting myself out there to try and share my journey of just living a life that I like? It's because I see so many people who are miserable or pretending or are trolling other people online. Like, ew, what is that? We wouldn't be doing that. If you like your life, you're not super consumed by the negativity and bringing negativity to other people's lives. So today, my why is that I want you to like your life. Girl, I want you to love your life and be obsessed with yourself and obsessed with your life. I was just seeing a post talking about how self-care has been westernized, because self-care originally, and I need to look this up, I need to learn more about this and educate myself on it because I actually want to know. And I can't tell you the names and I can't tell you the details. But I saw a post talking about the roots of self-care and how it was actually an act of rebellion. Like I said, I don't have the details and I should, and I will look them up and put them somewhere for you. But I'm flying by the seat of my pants on these podcasts because that's how I show up the most authentically. But self-care was an act of rebellion against the government, against the powers that be. And the key was that self-care didn't just apply to you. Self-care was about you and your community. How do you create a better life for yourself if the community around you is burning? Because personally, I don't know if you've been watching the news or on the internet lately, but the world seems to be burning every day at every turn. And for me personally, I either have to just shut down and disassociate, or I feel like it's impossible to do anything if you actually are paying attention. So on the surface, becoming obsessed is about building a life that you love. And when we dig deeper and Simon Sinek it and ask why 5-7 more times, I really start to realize that I want more people to like their lives. I want more people to love their lives. I want less people to be miserable and feel stuck in situations that they don't feel they can get out of. But I also want it to be a ripple effect. I want people to like their lives so they will stop making other people's lives miserable. I want people to like their lives, to love their lives, so that they're protecting what allows them to have that life and allowing for other people to live a life that they love as well, even if it's in contrast with yours. That's one of my whys. Next week, it will be a whole new lens. But at the core, I don't want to hate my life. I don't want to wake up miserable and depressed and anxious. And I don't want that for you either. I don't want you stuck in a job that you're working 60 hours a week for, that your manager keeps upping your quotas and then tries to start micromanaging you, even though you've been hitting all of your quotas every time they up them. And it makes you less of who you are. It makes you more of a shell and less of the beautiful, incredible person that I'm obsessed with. And I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying that it will be consistent. And I'm not asking for you to be on top of it every single day. I'm not asking that of myself either. I'm just trying to think about it more, be more intentional when I can, and build that into my life so that it's easy. I say we're at the corner of ambition and self-care because I don't know how to find the balance, because I'm not at that corner in my day-to-day life. I'm not there. And if you are, thank God, come talk to me, because I want to know your secrets. And I know that the people listening right now, our friends, the girlies, they want to know your secrets too. Even if it's one day a week that you have that balance, even if it's one day a week, come share what you are doing to keep the balance of ambition and self-care. And sometimes, honestly, guys, I should just say the town of ambition and self-care, because sometimes you are going to be west and south, fully self-care, barely any ambition. And the next day you're going to be on the opposite corner of town, fully ambition, not so much self-care. But you're going to keep walking the streets, keep getting up and going to the place that you need to be in town, and you're going to have a community. You're going to have a whole town of people doing it with you. So welcome to town. Welcome to the corner of ambition and self-care. One day I'll be able to say that without pausing or stuttering. And today's not that day, and that's totally fine too. I'm just glad you're freaking here. So keep showing up for yourself, for your community, and let's go get freaking obsessed. A huge theme in my conversations and coaching calls with business owners is shedding your shoulds, clearing your mental load of the hundreds and hundreds of shoulds so that you can limit your decision fatigue and spend your energy where it really counts. So if you're finding yourself in this never-ending cycle of thinking, I should post more, I should work out more, I should go to more networking events and call my friends more, I want to help you break the cycle. Let's sit down for a 15-minute chat, completely free, and I'll help you shed 3 major shoulds from your mental load. Just click the link in the show notes to schedule your virtual hangout. And a huge thank you to everyone who makes this podcast happen, my amazing team at Sleeked Marketing and the incredible women at Fast Forward Productions. Now let's go get obsessed.